year we had a tie, an unprecedented tie for the scholarship. This year we fell upon a different dilemma. Applications were very impressive, but as we looked at them, we realized that we had a mix of undergraduate and graduate applications applying for the same scholarship. We had not seen that in the past and quickly realized that it was not an equal race. After several conversations with the awards committee, we decided to approach the board and ask for two scholarships. Usually we give one, but for different reasons, the last few years we've given two. A lot of it has to do with the fact that we do a nice 50-50 raffle, and I think this year's no exception. But anyhow, the board graciously agreed, so I'd really like to publicly thank the executive board who graciously entertained our motion for two scholarships. So, moving on. Who would ever think that an ice cream cone and a friend of a friend would lead to a career change? Our next scholarship recipient can tell you how that did happen. I think about, this is the story that Carolyn Pijanowski will tell one day. From a degree in international business and Chinese studies, a career in the corporate world, to ice cream and back to the books, where she studied VRT and O&M at Salus University. This is Carolyn. Carolyn has always had a love of volunteering and helping others. As she began her pursuit of vision studies, she continued volunteering, but expanding her involvement to those with visual impairment. The Pennsylvania Cane Quest, Vision Corps. She participated in their eye drop fundraising event, raising over $1,500. And I understand that she rappelled down a building to promote awareness of visual disabilities. There's another story, folks. You might want to ask her about that at the reception. She volunteered last year at the Pendel AR conference and was also a poster presenter. She is busy and involved. She was the president and social media manager of the student club Spacers, which promotes awareness and education about blind and low vision services to local communities and schools. In addition, she's been part of podcasts and video series for the university, and she hopes to become an ambassador of this field to gain attraction and hopefully future professionals. It looks as though Carolyn wishes to pay it forward. She's very thankful for someone going out of their way to share their experiences in the field, and that is her goal, to pay it forward by educating others. She recognizes the desperate need for more professionals and feels that lack of awareness is a major drawback. She plans to make it her mission to educate the local communities, politicians, clients, families, and other professionals. She aims to build her clients up and help them build their independence, but beyond that, she wants to contribute to the education and awareness of this entire field. Carolyn is not wanting to do the bare minimum. She wants to make an impact with those she encounters, clients, co-workers, local community members, anyone she can grab an ear from. She made the decision to be 100% committed to this field. Carolyn writes, "This is only the start of my professional career, as I plan to be committed to serve my community after I graduate and continue to grow and work as a VRT and O&M. Carolyn, please come to the podium.
First, let me say there are a lot of inspiring professionals sitting in this room tonight, so I'm completely honored and humbled to be accepting this scholarship award amongst you all. I want to thank my professors for always being available to answer any questions I have, no matter how how small, and for continuously teaching me. I also want to thank my family and friends for being so gracious with their time whenever schoolwork became a priority, which, if you all remember your studies, you know that is most of the time. This year's conference theme is sharing stories and magnifying our impact. So I wanted to share a little story. 4 years ago, as mentioned, I didn't know anything about this field. I was a purchaser for commercial grade restaurant equipment. It sounds fun, right? Mixers, blenders, meat slicers, you get the gist. So one day after work, I met up with an old college roommate for ice cream, and her hometown friends happened to join us. I never met these people before, but sure enough, they started telling me what they did. They were TVIs, and they, right then and there, told me and started advocating for the need of professionals in this field. So let me be clear, I would not be here standing in front of you today if it wasn't for strangers deciding to share their stories with me. They got me interested enough that when I got home, I decided to look it up. I thought it was wild that I never heard of any of these professions. But there they were, VRTs, O&Ms, schools to pursue. I think it was 3 months after that I sent in my application to Salus University. I now found a meaningful career, something I'm passionate about. You know, not that I didn't love knowing all the ins and outs about food processors, but I think VRT and O&M are a better fit for me. I'm very eager to keep learning about this field and keep developing my skills to better help those I work with. And now, no offense to my professors sitting at these tables over here, but I'm very, very excited to graduate and no longer come home and have to worry about writing papers and discussion board posts. But I also know that even after graduation, I will continue to be a student. I think in this field, you never get rid of that title, student, because we're always learning. There's always more to learn. And I mean, that's why we're all here at this conference, right? For me, I became a lifelong student and gained this continuous drive for learning because of one conversation with some strangers. I know we can all get boggled down by some busy paperwork days and routines, and I'm sure we have all experienced days where we may question why we're doing what we're doing, but I encourage you to think back on those early conversations, those ice cream conversations that made you decide to pursue this career path. Think about your own story and the stories that were even told to you. Remember your students who finally reached their goals. Hold on to those aha moments when things just clicked. But most importantly, keep talking. Keep talking about what you're doing. Keep talking about your passion. Keep talking about your own story, because you never really know who's listening, and you never know who you might inspire to join this incredible field. Thank you.
Congratulations, Carolyn and Matt. Proud of both of you. And we hope to see you continue with Penn and I